Welcome to the channel, everybody. So, we are looking at the second 5 hours of the new account. We left off Act 2, Chapter 3, and we are taking on Phoenix right now to finish her off and get that out of the way. So, obviously, just caking through some of this early stuff with Captain Marvel movie. Haven't even got her leveled up or anything quite yet. But obviously, she still does so much work, especially in the hands of somebody who knows how to use her. So we're just kind of kicking our way through this easy on. Got chapter 4 right there, the first go on it done, and this is the end of that, the last part of that. So we got that 100%ed. And we went over and opened the first crystals of this time real quick, see if we can get anything to make any of this a little easier on us here. Obviously, just some sig stones. These are obviously going to come into play down the road, not necessarily right now, but this is a long haul type thing. We're not looking to cheese through this in a day or a week or anything like that. This is just the first couple days, honestly, of the account still, even between the first two videos here. I did go a few extra hours the first night. This is actually towards the end of that first night. You'll actually see when I decide to cut it off for the first night 100%. We ended up going about 7.5, 8 hours the first night with the account, just because I was kind of in a groove with things. At one point was thinking I'd just run out all my energy before I went, but of course every time you get a level up you're going to add more energy, and early on you can stack those overwhelmingly. As you can see here, we got through the first path, first takedown of Electro there in chapter 5, and then we're going to turn around and go through and get those other two paths out of the way. We did pick up another task in the Doctor Strange. Did come over here and look through the Black ISO market. Now we're going to make a major mistake here because we just opened that two-star Juggernaut that we could have traded in those shards for another 3-star champion and totally left that on the board. So now we're going to have to go look and see if we can't pick up some more prims. But we are going to utilize this as a good chance to go ahead and buy a couple mastery cores, which is the only thing we're spending units on at this point, because we are trying to get our entire mastery build built out and set up, because that is one of the most important things for an early account to do. As you can see, we already just tripped over to level 21 there, and then went, and that was our third time of taking down Electro, getting him out of the way, getting the full rewards for that one, so we could go ahead and move on to the final chapter here. Now this is going to be the first time that you're going to have to deal with portal nodes. Nothing big whatsoever. Just jumping over to, deciding which path you want to go to is all it is. And you may have to trace a portal 2 or 3 different spots to realize which one you wanted to actually go to. And you might make a mistake, just like we did right there. But eventually we got a path that we actually were shooting for and came over here and took down Kang for the first time. Again, another easy shot with Captain Marvel movie there. And that did get us another title. Obviously that gave us quite a bit more, including quite a few crystals to open. So before we went over to go ahead and take down Kang another 2 times, we did come over to look and see what we could get for crystals here. Little look at the roster before we did, just to keep in mind what would be beneficial, and just clearing out a couple of these utility crystals, some of the rank up materials, see if there's going to be anything here that will help us as well, and then on to the 3-star Nexus here. Now this one actually did work out really well for us right off the bat here. We could have went with X-23 or Guardian, but the amount of work that I know Apocalypse could do for me, easy choice to go with. So that was another banger pull to go ahead and get the account going here, make sure that we can clear some content. I forgot to write down my mastery setup beforehand, So I was just kind of dumping points, to be truthful with you, early on. We will go through before the end of the video and correct the masteries so that they are set up a little bit better off. But of course, now that we do have a couple more people in the roster, a few more materials out of, some catalysts, plenty of ISO. Let's go ahead and rank up a few people here. Obviously, right off the bat, pushing Captain Marvel movie up is going to be the priority because she's doing so much of the work. Went ahead and put up Apocalypse because we know we're going to be bringing him in eventually. I pushed up Gore, but honestly, teaser, we still don't use him. And of course, that leads us into another Kabam offer. But that did get us an opportunity to pick up yet another Doctor Strange quest, and it's telling me to go ahead and go do event quest, and it's telling me that I should be able to do event quest at this point. But the thing about it is we still haven't gotten the mail to say that we have gotten the new title, and that is what the problem is. So I was 3/4 or 2/3 of the way through finishing up the final bit when I did finally get that mail in game. So we went ahead and finished Kang for the first time before going over and doing our first runs on Event Quest. Obviously, that gave us even more to work with. So before we did anything, we went over and did yet another crystal pop. We did get that Awakening gem there, which is going to actually be a source of nightmare towards the end of the video here. But we did also pop 2 more 3-star Nexuses. Now, obvious great choices here with Captain America, Infinity War, or Sentinel. But I was thinking about longevity here. And Heimdall does give me quite a bit to work with. Went with Black Cat on that second crystal there. Shout out to my boy, Dimensional Dreaming, who I know would have loved to have gotten that crystal. If you haven't checked out his new count challenge, go ahead and make sure you jump over to his channel. I'll put a link in the description. He's doing all female challenge, so definitely worth checking that out because he has a few more limitations to deal with than I do. Now, like I said, that gave us a few more champions to work with here. Our 3-star roster is growing quite a bit, and we're working closer to having that 3-star Doctor Strange in the mix as well. Not that I'm expecting him to do a lot of work. As a matter of fact, he's not even one I'm looking to push up. And again, Kabam has to throw out another offer. Seen so many of those within the first few hours of having this account. Went over, checked out our inventory, kind of questioned why I have so many high-ranking fragments, but no big deal. So then we went over and we used the generic Awakening gem on Captain Marvel movie. Let's go ahead and get her up as much as we can. Threw quite a few SIG levels into her, got her up to 64 or 62, 61, somewhere in there. 59, sorry. Which was a help, but we are going to need to use an Awakening gem here in a little bit, and that is again going to be something that it's going to be almost humorous as much as I don't realize what I should be doing. So we went over into monthly EQ. Now, mind you, these are only 2-star champions, but they are at the same PI as my now awakened SIG 59 rank 4 Captain Marvel movie 3-star here. So I wanted to kind of do a test run. Obviously, we got through Kingpin there fairly well. Got beat up, honestly, a bit on the way to Scorpion, as you can see here. So it was the first time that we used any kind of potions or revives. But I knew that Captain Marvel movie had a few charges on her already. I knew that we could get in here and take down Scorpion, especially with her being poison immune. So we did. And we got through the first one here. Went ahead and came right back in and did it a second time. We should have probably just popped over to the second level and did one run on it and dealt with Penny Parker. But at the same time, I was planning on eventually getting back to the monthly quest anyways. So why not go ahead and get the first 2 runs out? and I decided to go ahead and rework my 3-star roster into the champions we were going to use for that run. So if we're going to do that, I want to push up a few of them a little bit. We did push up Black Cat and Heimdall there, both just enough to at least get some kind of ranking into them before we went into this. And again, we made it all the way to Scorpion, but of course a bit beat up. This time I didn't even bother worrying about it because I had the Heimdall synergy in there to be able to milk in a second indestructible. And we went ahead and took down Scorpion without a problem and completed yet another one of the Doctor Strange tasks here. That put us down to just dumping over to our daily Catalyst Vault. I did stick pretty rigid to this structure with everything. You'll see there where I showed it was 6:30 in the morning, so that's when we took the first break and came back to this later the next night. When we did, we came in and we had rewards all over the place that we had to gather up. So that gave us a chance to, right off the bat, do a huge crystal opening here to start off the account with. And you're going to notice something right here. You see that yellow triangle there? Yeah, that's going to be another point of contention before the end of the video. Make sure you guys are taking notes of these because these are going to be really interesting later. Comment in the description down below if you understand where the hiccup happens at. But of course, we go ahead and get the rest of the crystals opened here. And go ahead and start in on night 2. We're going to go ahead and push through another couple hours tonight. Do as much as we can. At least finish up the Doctor Strange task and see how far that gets us. In the process, right off the bat, we were able to get up to level 23 there, which of course gave us more energy and the ability to go ahead and have another mastery point to throw in. Went ahead and finished out our second path here on the Catalyst Vault to complete that next challenge for Doctor Strange. Very simple, very straightforward. Another 1,000 Prim Shards there. Putting a few of those together. Of course, we'd already completed the next task. That gave us 2,000 Prim Shards. And it was time to go in and rework the masteries and address that situation. Or maybe not. We'll just get back to them. But we did go ahead and get over here and buy the 2 Prim Crystals. Which, again, we could have bought the 3-star and didn't do it. So we at least got 2 2-stars instead of the 3-star that we could have done. But it's okay. Still going strong here. Still got Captain Marvel movie doing plenty of work. And we're starting to look at what do we need to do to finish up Doctor Strange here. So obviously, we're going to start in on Act 3 here finally. And that is going to get us a little bit closer there. Got through the first run on the first level. Took down that first boss without a problem. Still doing great. Obviously, we got to collect some more on that. That gets us 2 more there. That gets us halfway to another 3-star. Picked up level 24 there. And we got a little bit more right out off the bat. This path here was great for us. We got the revive. We were able to complete several different tasks. We got the parries out of the way. We even achieved an achievement outside of the game by doing that with our Google Play account. So we're going all the way down here, and we see we need Act 3, 1, 3 will get us done with Doctor Strange. Might as well go ahead and 100% everything on the way there. So, of course, we finish up Tell Stu Spidey there, get over, take down Call Obsidian for the first time, turn around, do it 2 more times, get him completely out of the way, get that level 100%ed. And in the process, remember, oh yeah, we could have been stacking XP boosts this whole time. And if I had done that, we would have probably hit level 25 here, which we just hit quite a bit sooner. We would have also probably realized quite a bit sooner that since we were level 25, we were wasting the fact that we could have had all 5 champions in finally. And we're going to run through 2 levels before we actually address that situation, folks. It'll be absolutely lovely. Took down Coliseum again, like I said, for the first time. Still with only 4 champions in. Go all the way through She-Hulk. Take her down for the first time. And still running only 4 champions. But for some reason, we're not triggering the Doctor Strange being finished. Okay, fine. Gonna go ahead and do that mastery rework that I said that we were planning on doing before the end of this. I went ahead and wrote down my masteries a little bit better, remembered what I actually wanted them set up like, and went through and moved around my points as much as possible. Obviously, we still need several more cores, even at this point, to be able to go ahead and unlock the bigger purchases there so that we can get up into some of those other different masteries that we are going to be adding on. That will be coming over the next few episodes as well. Obviously, definitely something that we want to make sure that we have fully in there. Going in to go after She-Hulk for the second and the third time is, of course, when we realized, oh yeah, we can add a 5th member to our team. And finally did that. Went ahead and took her down that second time and over to the final time here again. Now we've got this 100%ed, and we still are not triggering the Doctor Strange. Of course, this is at the time, folks, that we realized maybe we should go ahead and close our phone, come back in, and that's what it took. Now we've got 3-star Doctor Strange there. Which is the first time I realized that we're going to get 4-star Nick Fury to go ahead and start the account with, who is going to be huge. But what is holding us back is we need to awaken a champion here. Now, who do we awaken? We've got that 3-star gem for Doctor Strange there, but I don't want to awaken Doctor Strange, especially considering if, say, I were to pull a 3-star Absman, a 3-star Tigra, a 3-star Doctor Doom, the list of Mystic champions that we could possibly pull that would be so much better than awakening Doctor Strange. We got to figure out a better way to do this. What are we going to do, guys? Checking all the stores. I'm checking quests. There's that 3-star crystal that we still haven't bought. Maybe we can buy that. No, we don't have enough for that. Okay, so maybe we need to go figure out how to earn that. What can we do here, guys? Oh yeah, this is about the time period that I realized that it was too late and I had no clue what I was doing and I was getting frustrated. And we're going to go ahead and do one more quest just to get ahead and knock out the rest of my energy. But at no point in time did I stop and think about that 3-star mutant awakening gem that we had picked up a few hours ago. So I am literally going to frustrate myself trying to decide, is Doctor Strange worth the awakening gem? Am I holding myself back too much by not going after all these rewards? Should I just keep pushing until I get a good Mystic so that I can use the gem there? Should I keep going until I get a different awakening gem that I could maybe use on a different champion that would benefit me more? What do we do here? I really want Nick Fury as a 4-star. I know he benefits Captain Marvel movie. I know him himself will walk me through so much content once I get him leveled up a few levels. What do I do? And that's when I said what I said. I'm going to take it and call it right there, and that's going to be the night. And we'll come back to it tomorrow. And so that's what we did. I will let you know that I did eventually come to my senses and realize that I had the gem for Apocalypse. I'll show you that in the next video. I hope everybody else is enjoying this as much as I am. Even with some of the hiccups and stuff, it's been so much fun playing this new account, and I'm enjoying so much bringing it to you guys. I'm going to get a couple more of these updates out next week. We'll do a crystal opening on the main account on Monday. We'll do a couple of these Plus, I have a couple other videos in the work as well. As I said, link to Dimensional Dreaming, who is also doing an amazing new account challenge with a bit more limitation, will be in the description of the video. So make sure you jump over there and show the man some love if you haven't already. And I will see everybody back for the next one. And I hope everybody's having a great day. Peace out.